So the CFL schedule's out. Let's settle right into it, Lynch. Jason in Red Deer says the CFL schedule is now posted on CFL.ca. Nelson Hackowicz telling us the season kicks off on June 10th.
June the 10th. How about that? Season kicks off June the 10th. Well, okay. That's wonderful. Lovely. Glad to hear that. Can we see more detail?
What detail would you like to? What detail would you like to know?
Who are we playing? When? How many games in the summertime? Labor Day matchups are going to be more intense now, being 4 weeks further into the season. Well, that should be interesting.
Well, what this is telling me, all of this literally, it feels like came out of nowhere in a way. However, on Monday, when the commissioner of the league spoke in his virtual town hall State of the League address, he said right around the corner, we're going to have a schedule.
Yep, he sure did.
Players have been clamoring for a guarantee that there will be a season. Is this it?
Well, sure it is. What do you think when you get this? What do you think it says?
What it's telling me is, I'm just calling up the Rough Riders website right now at riderville.com. You can't tell me that there's going to be fans in the stands, and nobody's saying that there will be. But if the season kicks off on June 10th, it's telling me they're starting without fans in the stands.
Yeah.
That's what it's telling me.
Yeah, me too. I think it's going to be Labor Day, that's just me talking, for the fans going back in the stands. Or some kind of semblance of fans. Less interlocking matchups to limit travel.
Okay, well, I'm up on the Riders website right now, and they don't have the schedule posted. So I will go over to CFL.ca and see what they're saying over here. Here it is. CFL unveils comeback schedule for 2021. And I'm sure there's a lot of viewers across this country saying, why are you guys talking about this today? Well, it is a Flame Tech Football Friday. This is virtual Grey Cup week, Grey Cup Unite. And by the way, the National Hockey League, American Hockey League, and the Canadian Hockey League aren't playing. So what the heck else is there to talk about? Yeah. But the actual week one, here it is. Here are your matchups, Frenzy. Week one, this is not virtual. This is real. Thursday, June 10th, a Grey Cup rematch. The Hamilton Tiger Cats at the Winnipeg Blue Bombers. Friday, June 11th, my dad's birthday. Montreal at Ottawa. And a Saturday doubleheader. The BC Lions at the Calgary Stampeders, followed by the Saskatchewan Roughriders at the Edmonton Football Club. Biggest question, will Edmonton have a new name by then?
And what will it be? I'm astounded by this. It must mean they've made arrangements. I don't think they can just do that, can they? Just put that out like that? It's got to be done. They must have made arrangements and confirmed it. We can take that as confirmed. That means everything's being set up. We can rejoice today, can't we?
Well, they want you to. A buddy in Hamilton's texting me right now. 2021 schedule was released just now, coming from the Hammer. But this is where people, listen, man, Lauren Smith in Kamloops, I love you, bud, but he writes in and says, I'm not happy with all the Friday games on the Lions schedule. But anything is better than nothing. We just went through a 2020 with no season, and you're going to complain about Friday games? Are you for real?
Here's Troy Durrell.
Wow.
Hamilton playing on Wednesday and then again on Monday. What kind of nonsense is that? They've worked on it. They put this schedule together.
Let's stop. Don't you feel like we just walked into a rodeo?
Yeah, I do.
Whoa!
Walked into a rodeo.
Troy Durrell, Hamilton, like John just said it, Hamilton playing on a Wednesday and then again on a Monday? What kind of nonsense is that? I know, it sounds like a video game schedule. But for now, it's for real. But viewer Paul Shanks writes in and says, I'll believe it when I see the kickoff. Here's the thing. What's necessarily going to change? The border's still closed. We're down to groups of 5. And I know it's November and you're talking about what, next May for a training camp right now? Things will probably change by then. But if you go back and look at the National Football League, just last spring, you had the commissioner saying we're going to play and we're going to have full stadiums. And Trump was saying the same thing. Because they said 4 months from now, things are going to look a lot different than they do now. Yeah, they did. They looked worse. So the schedule's out. I got to take some time to process this because I didn't necessarily know that it was coming right when we went on the air.
That slays me. I mean, they're committing themselves. They're going to make themselves look awful stupid if nothing happens. They get screwed around, have to cancel a lot of games, move them up to different schedules. They're starting in June the 10th. They got to move it ahead to September, something like that. Whew. It's really a possibility of it being a very volatile issue, but Larry, well, I guess he believes what he's doing.
At the end of the day, and it's not Larry Ambrosi, it's Randy Ambrosi.
Randy Ambrosi.
At the end of the day, what I was hoping on last Monday, with the commissioner was that he would say, we're playing no matter what, fans or no fans. And today, this is what I'm hearing. Yeah. They're playing.
Yeah.
They didn't say fans or no fans, but I believe that's what we're reading between the lines. And I think it'll be without fans at the start. There's absolutely no reason to think that they're going to have fans in the stands.
There's Michael Willoughby, our buddy from Saskatoon, Vice President of the University of Saskatchewan. 2021 schedule is for real, but need to respect the process. What's that mean? It lets you...
Yeah, no kidding.
What
do you mean? Yeah, thank you. What does that mean? We need to respect the process.
Allow them room for error.
Rose, we got a lot of viewers in Edmonton, and for once they're chiming in. Rose says vaccine starting in January will be in the stands in June.
Well,
hang on. Mandy in Edmonton. CFL players and staff would be near the end of the line of who gets a vaccine first. I'm more inclined to believe Mandy than go along with Rose. Dougal Cameron in Calgary. He's a Stampeders fan. He says, think about it. Nothing gets people off their butts like a deadline. I go back and forth on that. I know what you're saying. It's like, let's shove it down their throat. Let's ram it through. Yep. That's kind of what they're saying. The information that I've been forwarded from health officials is that there will be no mass vaccinations until December, which is over a year away. Yeah. So don't think for 1 second that there's going to be fans in the stand in June. Forget it.
We can bring this to a head easily. Go to the ticket office and buy a ticket. And see it printed. See what comes out. And if it's you got a full ticket, everything like they say there is, you got to believe that something's going to happen. They're planning for something to happen. They must have put something together. They just didn't say, hey, let's keep these people happy. We'll give them a schedule. There must be a lot of behind-the-scenes work. We must be in pretty good shape. Hey? Well, wouldn't you say that?
Yes. This is a great news day. I'm not going to sit here and say that it's not. We're all kind of questioning how it's going to happen, but I'm with you. It is telling me that things are being done behind the scenes. It's telling me that it looks like they have got their act together. They've got a schedule together, and like you just said, work's been done. You're right, John. If they were to go 2 seasons without playing, they couldn't even survive it. Forget about what the perception would be.
They couldn't walk around the streets.
No. But the other thing is, with the NHL, which was 0.5 here, let's just consider this for a second, John, and you viewers. I've watched the analysis on the big networks, TSN and Sportsnet, over the last 24, 36 hours, and they've said NHL owners, they've been meeting with the players, and they've said, that worst case scenario that we were talking about a few months back? It's actually worse of worse in terms of money lost.
Yeah.
So the way the CFL is going to get on the field this year with the absence of fans at the start, because there is no way on God's green earth that I believe there will be fans in the stands in June. It will be through television revenue, stadium signage, other creative ways of revenue generation.
Now, why did they put this out? I'm shocked by it.
Because it's Grey Cup Unite week, I guess.
I'm astounded they did it. They can look like complete jerks. Well, aren't you? It's just astounding. We talked about this on the way up here. That's all we talked about. And we get here, and here's a schedule.
Well,
it just looks like their other schedule, printed out and done well. So, it's ridiculous to issue that to people. They got tickets. They're going to buy tickets.
Are you?
Yeah, sure. I'll buy tickets. I always do.
You going to buy tickets now?
Yep. No, I don't know. You'll go with the ticket office and talk to them and see what the hell is going on.
Here's the problem that I have with how things have been done. I'm not sure if they're going to be done this way moving forward. And by the way, we're talking about this so much because it is a Flame Tech Football Friday. And here on the Friday of Grey Cup Unite week, they've announced a schedule. We saw the article in the Toronto Sun about the Atlantic Schooners are still a thing. Our good friend, Gary Drummond, he's the main money guy behind the Schooners. We've been at his house, Lynch, right?
Right, yeah.
In Scottsdale.
Right.
What a beautiful shack.
No kidding, eh?
That was, by the way. But,
unbelievable. That was best party I've been in years.
yeah, he's saying they want to be part of a stable CFL coming back.
Yep.
And I hope that the CFL is stable. But
It has to be.
this summer, I was on the tee box, number 1, at the Deer Valley Golf Park, Golf and Estates, and the marshal came up because they're partners of our show. I'm golfing out there, and the marshal, he goes, I'm all excited. I can't wait. Schooners are coming into the league. I'm originally from Halifax. I said, whoa, wait, what? No. Why would you say that? No, they announced it 2 Grey Cups ago in Edmonton. Yeah, they did. I was there in the room. They had cheerleaders. Randy Ambrosi was on stage. Drummond, LeBlanc, Anthony LeBlanc. And here we are, literally nowhere closer to a team in Halifax. And in the article, it mentions that they will play in Moncton to get things going and then hopefully get shovels in the ground in Halifax. What do you think? Have you been to the Maritimes, Lynch?
Yep.
You have? Do you think there's a thing that they could start playing in Moncton and never leave?
Yes, definitely. Definitely. Moncton's a good town. Yep, I can believe that easily. Moncton people are looking forward to a football team there. I know several people from down there, from my trips up there with the R.L. Crane Business Farms.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, they want it. But Gary's telling them in a year and a half they'll have the place ready. In Moncton, they can probably. Only one side of the field, of course. But, they can do something for a year. And then you'd have to have the major stadium ready to go in Halifax by 22. Going to 23, forget it.
Stop.
What?
They would have had to have broke ground by now. It takes 2 years to build the stadium. It's not happening. And the government's already said, we're out. We're done. Pandemic's finished with a stadium here in Halifax.
I just like to know.
Rose in Edmonton says, I will bet you, Rod, that there will be at least partial fans in the stands. No, I agree. But not full stadiums. Kent Strachan writes in, hey, Rod, Kent from Calgary here. I bought Rider season tickets and committed to the 3-year deal they offered. Have to stay positive and support my team. I'm staying positive, too. This is a good news day. But, as I said 1 hour ago on Facebook Live, and I'll say it now, they're on national television, I was told to stay positive and be optimistic going into last season. And I did. And they pulled the plug. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me.
Mandy Glass.
So I'll believe it when I see it.
Mandy Glass is right on. Simple. How could we be so stupid? Lynch, they put it out because they want people's money in the form of season tickets. She's right. Thinks people are going to buy tickets. That's where they're going to get their money from. They're from themselves. People are going to go out and buy tickets.
Well, they already got Kent's in Calgary.
Oh, that's me there. Go on.
So there you go.
You're watching Rod Pedersen On Demand. For more of The Rod Pedersen Show, visit rodpedersen.com or follow Rod Pedersen on social media.